I'm Greg Owen, motorcyclist and lawyer. I've been riding, racing, building, and collecting motorcycles for the past 40 years. During my time as a professional motocross racer in the 70s, I decided to give up my racing career and become a lawyer. I did that to help other riders who had nowhere else to turn. Over the course of my 30-year career, I've represented hundreds of injured clients and resolved their cases for more than $900 million. My goal is to tell the history of motorcycling in America, one bike and one rider at a time. We're here at the Trailblazers 2012 Hall of Fame ceremony. And to my right is Sam Dempsey, who is being nominated, in fact, has been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Hey, thanks for talking to us. We're all addicted to motorcycles. You've just done a lot more of it than most of us.
Yeah, about 50 years racing.
Now, in looking at what you've done through the years, when did you first start racing?
When I was 15, I just started riding a little bit with Gene. He was a couple years older than me, and he just got us a couple of bikes. We started riding them in the hills, but really started racing in the 60s, early 60s.
Tell us who Gene is.
Gene's my brother, who has passed away in September '09.
And until he passed away, you guys did a lot together, didn't you?
Yes. I'd say all the racing I did was with him. And we raced in the desert together, then we went down to Baja, and we raced down there for 40 years together.
Let me ask you this. Back then, when they had open desert starts, how many of those guys and women would line up on the start line?
Oh, Barstow to Vegas, you could look in either direction, and you couldn't see the end, either way. There's at least 1,000 riders in that, back in, probably in the 70s.
And you know, that is something most people will never see.
Oh yeah, that was tremendous.
It was something else. And then of course on Indy Sunday, a lot of people saw it there and they saw the race to the smoke bomb. Well, I think it was a bunch of tires they caught on fire?
Yes, they always was all tires, they lit them off. Can't do it anymore, but that's how we used to do it.
Tell us what it was like in that start with 1,000 riders going to one point.
Well, it was always congested, and the trick was Gina always said, wind it out till you get to fourth and leave it on. And then you'll be up in the first 10, not so much dust up there.
Well, it's easy to say, but you've got pucker bushes, you got hoops. I mean, do you just nail it and hope you don't hit something?
Well, you could go out a little ways and ride to the bomb and try to find the best trail. And that's what we did. But there was still a lot of racing after the bomb. That was only about 2 miles.
So how long would an average desert race be?
It would usually, it was hare and hound, and they were hare scrambles. They were 40-mile loops. A hare and hound was 2 different 40-mile loops, and then the hare scrambles would be the same loop. So it would take you, if you started at 10, you'd be done probably 11. That'd be the end of the race by then. I
think what you and your brother were really famous for, and you still are, has been your success in Baja.
Yeah. We started in '70, our very first race on a 650 Triumph, and we got 4th. And we would have won, except the points closed halfway. When he got to me in El Arco, that's 500 miles. And it was running like a Volkswagen on 1 cylinder. And I couldn't believe it. He made it. So we tinkered with the bike and got it running. I took off and made it all the way to La Paz.
Wow. For example, in California, they've closed off most of the desert, even in Nevada, to races for various reasons. And if they do have a race, you can't go 10 feet out of a trail. In Mexico, can they lay a race out wherever they want to?
They used to. But, with racing, everybody's cheating, and it makes you cheat. And so what they did, they have waypoints now, and you have to hit all these different points, and if you miss them, they dock you time. You won't get disqualified, but you get docked 10 minutes, 15 minutes as you go along and miss a bunch of waypoints. You're going to be go from 1st to 10th.
So there's an age category at Baja, right?
Yes. They start in class 22. That's the kids. And then there's ages 30, 40, 50, 60.
All right, so my understanding is, people have told me that you're the only guy, your brother were the only guys that actually competed in all those age categories. Is that true?
That's true. We've been in every class, and I hope there's not a 70 because that I'm getting close to that.
Well, you look to me like you're in great shape. Whether there's a 70 or not, are you going to keep going?
Well, I'm still doing it. I just raced the San Felipe 250 in March, and we did real good. So
How'd you do?
we won. Yeah.
Congratulations. Well, it sounds to me like you've spent a lot of time in Mexico through the years.
Oh yeah.
You have any interesting stories from Mexico
Well,
that you can talk about?
yeah, there's plenty. Just what we do now is we have not only racing, we have the Dempsey Gray Memorial Ride. We do that every year. It's our 14th year, and Gene's been in that now because he passed in '09. But we go do that, and then we have other rides that are just fun rides, trying to get you out of the racing mode, just to just have fun with the guys.
Sure. I bet that really is fun.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a break. It lets you relax a little bit and just kind of ride a little bit, go have a beer, and then go ride some more.
You know, a lot of people will spend most of their lives getting up every day and trudging through life without any enjoyment. But when you get on that motorcycle, as they said on any Sunday, even a bad day gets good, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because all you have to do is think about riding, nothing else.
And if you do think about something else, you're going to fall.
That's right. That's why you better concentrate.
Well, I got to thanks for talking to us. I mean, I really mean it, and it's a personal honor to meet you. And congratulations again. I look forward to seeing you up on stage.
Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Take care.